Respect the process. Respect the process. Respect the process. And you will get through. How y'all like that? That's the opening of my quick little video for you all today. Respect the process. Respect the process and you will get through. That's it's a chorus of a song that I wrote a few years ago. And I wrote it for myself, for and to myself, because everything that you teach, everything that you share with people, 99 times out of 100, you need to learn yourself. And so I was needing to hear that. And I've learned that and I continue to relearn it as time goes on and as I continue to move in my purpose and on my path. But that's my message to you today. Respect the process. So many people who are brand new to our team and who are brand new to internet marketing, to blogging, to being in the online space, oftentimes I experience them as quite anxious. They have a lot of anxiety. They're in a rush. They're very impatient, right? And I understand it because I'd be lying if I didn't say that I've been many of those things and I still can be some of those things, right? So I'd be lying if I didn't keep it real with you and say I understand it because I have experienced those same emotions. When I want to see feedback, I want to see engagement, I want to see, my posts rank a little higher. I want to hear people buzzing and talking about things, right? I understand that. I want to see more money, okay? I understand that. But Rome wasn't built in a day. And I'm not saying this to say that what you're doing is going to take forever. But what I am saying is that it is a process. There's not only a process that you have to engage in terms of the very simple how-to steps in terms of what you need to do to properly engage the internet, to properly blog, and to get the word out about what you're talking about and your products, and if you're an affiliate of EN, the products and the wonderful power that comes from being linked up with a company like the Empower Network. There's a process with all of that, but guess what? There's a process with you. You see, if we were able to hit everything just so, if we were able to take every lesson and every piece of advice and every piece of insight and every little direction and instruction that we find out here and apply it just so, just perfectly, and hit it and then quit it and be done with it, we'd all be at a place where we've arrived. Will we not? We wouldn't have anywhere we need to grow. We wouldn't have anything that we needed to do. We wouldn't have anywhere we need to stretch, right? So much of what has to happen in terms of growing yourself, right? No, let me rephrase that. Much of what has to happen in terms of growing your brand, growing your business, growing your blog, growing your influence, growing your traffic, growing your clicks, growing your income, first and foremost, you got to grow you. Much of that has to come through the growth that you have to experience and endure yourself, because there are pieces of that vibe really well with you and you're able to do really well. And there are other pieces that you need to engage that you're a little resistant on or you're a little anxious about. And so you've got to grow. And so it's a process. It's all a process. It's a process of becoming. And in the words of Russell Simmons, Russell Simmons, my man Russell, who has many projects out there, many things that he's done, right? He's got he has a Def Poetry Jam. He was in charge of Most Def Records. He has the clothing line. He has cologne and perfume, right? This brother has done it all. And he has a great book called Super Rich, if you haven't read it, that I read. I love his flow. I love the spiritual piece that he brings to his trajectory, right? And also the no-nonsense business side of what he does, right? And what he said is that two things that stood out to me. He said, everything that I've done, first of all, I've done lots of stuff. And people say, how have you been able to grow so much, right? How have you been able to do so much and have these multiple brands, all one brand really, but these multiple kinds of business projects and endeavors going? He said, because I did it one at a time. One at a time. I focused on one thing and perfected that. When I was green and I didn't know about certain things, I got the education and I sat up under people and I studied and I researched and I did all of these things. And guess what? While he was doing those things, he might not have been seeing the results that he wanted right away, but he understood that it was a process, right? And he had to get there. So first of all, he said he did it one at a time, one thing at a time, which meant he had to respect the process. And then what I loved about what he said in this book is this. This is the thing I love the most, y'all. He said, honestly, I've seen a lot of success and I've made a lot of money and I've gone a lot of places and I've done a lot of things. But I must say that out of everything that I've experienced and all of the places that I've arrived, I have enjoyed the journey the most. Ooh, marinate and meditate on that. I have enjoyed the journey the most. The places where I've had to really brainstorm, the places where I've had to really stretch, the places where I've had to really grow, because they've taken me to another level, because they've excited me beyond anything I ever thought I could experience in my life, because they grew me. The journey is what I have experienced and what I have loved the most, even though I have arrived at some fabulous places. So don't miss the trip, y'all. Don't miss the trip to your success. Don't miss out on all that you're doing, so that when you look back, when you're making the money that you have a goal for making right now, when you've got the level of influence that you've got a goal, when you look back and you say, oh my goodness, I made it, I did it, that you don't also say, I don't remember how I got there. I don't remember what happened in the meantime, because I just been so caught up and anxious and in a frenzy the whole time, I didn't experience anything. Right? I didn't take in and absorb the beauty of it all. Respect the process and know that it's all love. It's all beautiful. It's all on point, and it is all well. When you are disciplined, when you are consistent, when you are faithful, it shall come to pass. So know that. Stop playing and start pushing.